Hi Libra, this is your September 22nd through the 28th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. First of all, Libra, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, then happy birthday. Let your birthday season begin. Alright, we have, in this first spread, the new love spread, we have the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Lovers, clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the King of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. And the Sun, and we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow air sign, Gemini, another Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Leo, Cancer, maybe even a Sagittarius. Alright, so here's the deal. We do have this King of Swords, Libra, the first card in the potential outcome. For some of you, it is you. It is you. And if you feel like falling in love with somebody, if you feel like approaching somebody or pursuing somebody, go for it. You got the green light for sure. For sure. I know you didn't need to hear this, but if it is you, then you got the confirmation. But I'll focus on the scenario where the King of Swords is somebody coming into your life. Alright? So this King of Swords is most likely a fellow air sign, Libra, just like you, Gemini, another Libra, or Aquarius, or this person may have some major air placements in their chart. If this person happens to be not an air sign, this person could be somebody who is very intelligent, you know, somebody who's like a professor, a doctor, somebody who is in law enforcement, a lawyer, you know, somebody like this. All right? So be on the lookout of someone like that. This reading starts with the Ten of Cups. I would usually expect a card like this to show up much later in the spread, in the reading, but it showed up right away. For some of you, it's a very clear sign from the universe that the next person coming into life, this King of Swords, is the one you could be spending the rest of your life with, right? The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. It's a family commitment marriage card, all right? So perhaps that's what's coming your way with this King of Swords. But, you know, for some of you, this is where the two of you could be meeting. Alright? Ten of Cups, again, it could be your birthday. Perhaps you have family members and maybe friends of friends of friends are also coming. Right? And maybe that friend of a friend will be the person you're going to be getting together with. Perhaps you're going to have your birthday at some kind of a public venue, like a club, restaurant, park, doing barbecue, what have you, and perhaps other people at that same venue are also going to be celebrating something, and maybe you'll meet this person in the park, in the club, or what have you, a restaurant, right? Perhaps, yeah, you could be meeting this person at a wedding, by the way, somebody else's wedding, or housewarming party, or baby shower, or something along those lines, all right? We have the Lovers, clarified by the Ace of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So perhaps there's a trip coming up, or maybe you have to go somewhere, all right? Because the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, it is one of the fastest cards in the deck. It's also a card of transportation in general, so maybe this person is somehow associated with transportation, vehicles, trains, you know, carriages, horses, what have you. But it's also kind of like victory and success, moving forward and not looking back, all right? And back to the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. The Lovers could simply be a Gemini you're dealing, right? Gemini is an air sign, by the way, right? So maybe this King of Swords happens to be a Gemini. The Lovers is also a card of a choice. Some of you could be dealing with two people, and perhaps you're choosing this King of Swords. The Lovers, in my opinion, is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection, Libra. It is a card of a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, and the love of your life. A love of your life. The Ace of Swords, clarifying that, is a yes. It's one of the yes cards. It's also your ace and the King of Swords ace, right? Because if you take a closer look at the King of Swords, you'll see they're holding up a sword. And if you don't know what the Queen of Swords looks like, the Queen of Swords also holds up a sword. And that sword in the Ace of Swords could be your sword, their sword, both of your swords, saying yes. It's a card of clarity. It's a card of a very straightforward, very direct conversation. Okay, a clear choice, clear-cut choice, and a yes. And the Wheel of Fortune in the middle, a start of a new cycle, a very fortunate cycle. For some of you, it's a very fortunate turnaround. All right, maybe the Wheel of Fortune is a card of moving or going somewhere. In the potential outcome, we have that King of Swords that we talked about so much so far, the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. The Ace of Pentacles is the second ace here. This ace is all about long term. The Ace of Pentacles is a life-changing ace, similar to the Wheel of Fortune. Perhaps this person is your golden ticket to a new life, or the other way around, right? The Ace of Pentacles sometimes comes through as a marriage proposal card. And then we have the Sun, which is a Leo, major arcana card. But the Sun is also a card of clarity, similar to the Ace of Swords. And it's the happiest card in the deck. Literally the happiest card in the deck. All right? And that was the last card that came out in this whole entire reading. All right, so yeah, interesting reading. Let me know how this plays out for you. But this is a very happy reading, right? Because it starts with the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after card, and it ends with the happiest card in the deck, and everything in between is also amazing. All right, really happy for you, Libra. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Libra, this spread is for you. We have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Three of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by Temperance, the Star, and the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have Sagittarius. It's a bit of a strange reading, to be honest with you. So it can be interpreted a couple of different ways. But you're dealing with this Queen of Pentacles, regardless of the scenario, right? And this Queen of something unfortunate is about to happen to this Queen of Pentacles, right? Or maybe not so unfortunate, because the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by Temperance, which is a card of healing, and the Star right next to the deck is also a healing card. And to the left of the Queen of Pentacles, we have a fight, an ugly major fight, right? An ugly major fight with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. The Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that could be you. So perhaps this Queen of Pentacles needs your help, or maybe this is you two getting into some kind of a altercation, some kind of a fight. All right, but yeah, that's what's weird about this reading. Perhaps it's important to some of you. It's going to be important to some of you, Libra. You needed to hear this. All right, yeah. The Queen of Pentacles is most likely an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's your birthday season starting this week, but Virgo had their birthday season up until this point. Maybe this person's birthday didn't work out or something like that. Maybe you guys got into a fight in the past and now they're trying to rebuild the bridge between the two of you. You know, this Queen of Swords could be somebody else, and maybe this Queen of Swords and this Queen of Pentacles are getting into a fight and you're somehow caught in the middle. Or maybe they will ask you, or one of them will ask you to help patch things up or something along those lines. Well, yeah, like I said, Libra, some of you needed to hear about this. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Libra, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands clarified by the King of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by Temperance. And we have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It's either a reconciliation, or if it's not an ex, but somebody from your past, the two of you will spend some time together. I see you spending time together. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can change your mind, but this is definitely not a rejection spread. This is definitely this King of Wands coming back, and I see the two of you at least going somewhere and maybe spending time together. Okay? Yeah? Yep. So the King of Wands is most likely a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? Temperance, by the way, or further down, is a Sagittarius major arcana card. But Temperance is also a card of patience, it's a card of healing, it's a card of reconciliations, all right? The Six of Swords, the first card that came out, and the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I think those two cards will play out together. It's a message you're going to be receiving from this King of Wands, letting you know that they're in town, or they're going to be in your neighborhood, or maybe they're passing through, right? Because what I'm trying to say, I see you two spending time together. I don't know how far you two will take it after that. Okay? But at the same time, I don't see you being sad or devastated by what's about to happen. I don't see you regretting it. I don't see you being sad, feeling miserable. No, I see you feeling good about this. Okay? But yeah, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, they're letting you know they're going to be back in town or something like that. Or maybe they will invite you to go somewhere together with them. And I see you two meeting. Again, you don't have to if you don't want to. Yeah. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances this week, Libra. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Moon on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow air sign, Gemini, another Libra, Aquarius. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have Pisces. The King of Swords shows up again for you, Libra. Right, we have the King of Swords in the first spread, we have the King of Swords here. It's a different deck, there's different decks for different spreads. So assume you're the King of Swords here. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. You got an offer coming your way with that Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, it could be like a second source of income. It could be a second job, or maybe like an occasional part-time job, or a consulting gig. Because the Two of Pentacles right next to the deck was the last card that came out, right? And it is a card of juggling. It is a card. For some of you, it will play out as two sources of income. All right? Perhaps it could be like a seasonal job because holidays are upon us, right? We start getting ready. We got Halloween coming up, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. That is, of course, if you're in the United States, right? But the holiday season is upon us. So maybe this is somebody offering you, or maybe this is you looking for a second job during the holiday season, and you will have to juggle at some point. For others of you, the Two of Pentacles, this is you still trying to decide whether you want to accept this job or not, right? But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, the first card that came, it's a legit job. It's a really good card when it comes to work, business, and finances. For some of you, you're still, if you got a job offer coming your way, or a business opportunity offer, you may still try to decide what you want to do about it. And it could be like a secret, right? The Moon on the bottom of the deck is a secret card, or it can be interpreted as a secret. Perhaps they will ask you, for some of you, to keep it to yourself, right? Don't tell anybody, or something along those lines. The Moon is also kind of a fear. The Moon is also a card of a Pisces. Perhaps you're dealing with a Pisces. All right, but you will have to make some kind of a decision at some point with that Ace of Swords. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Libra. We have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, Justice, clarified by the Nine of Cups, and we have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, or any zodiac sign. What you're not expecting is money in some capacity, right? And you're going to be happy, you're going to be happy about what's going on. You're going to be satisfied with the outcome. Let's just put it that way. So the Magician on the bottom of the deck, it could be either Virgo or Gemini you're dealing with, but the Magician is like a miracle worker, somebody who is really good at what they do. So perhaps perhaps you need help with something, and the Magician is going to come through. You know, maybe you're hiring somebody, or you're asking somebody to help you, and they're going to deliver. Or maybe you are embracing the energy of the Magician, and you're getting something because you are good at what you do. Okay? Again, it has something to do with finances in some capacity, in some shape or form, because the first three cards are all Pentacles, right? The Page of Pentacles, the Seven, the Six. It's money. Even if it is remotely money, it's still money. It could be you're being chosen for something, or maybe you're getting something, not really that much, right? But it's something. You'll be satisfied. Justice, right next to the deck, it's your major arcana card, right? And at the same time, it could be a government agency, it could be a bank, It could be a judicial system or what have you. All right, so yeah, that's what you're not expecting, Libra. It could be, gifts for your birthday or money for your birthday if it is your birthday this week. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Libra, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Libra, have an amazing week.